times were, making jokes with Neel Bhupal. I mean, we were crying and we were fighting and we were tearing each other's hair out on camera. She seems like a very sort of disturbed woman, sort of a traumatized woman. Piyush sir, I didn't have a chance to work with him. I'm very sad. He now follows me on Instagram. I'm very happy. It's so funny because sensitive माहौल नहीं था उतना कुछ भी, हाँ. In fact, the more sensitive, the more dark, the more difficult, the more.
इलीगल 3 का प्रोमो हमने देखा, काफी अच्छा प्रोमो था। तो आप क्या कुछ बताना चाहेंगी अपने कैरेक्टर के बारे में? इस बार क्या कुछ स्पेशल होने वाला है ऑडियंस के लिए?
तो आई थिंक ये इलीगल 3, एवरीवन इज वेरी एक्साइटेड. बहुत ही मतलब एक्साइटमेंट है शो के बारे में, क्योंकि दोनों पहले सीजन बड़े हिट थे, बड़े बड़े हिट थे. एंड आई थिंक कार्टून ड्रामा के स्पेस में बहुत कम हो रहा है. और बहुत मतलब आना इजी बात भी नहीं है. टेरिफिक स्टारकास्ट है. उसके बिल्कुल सेंटर में एक औरत है जो मुझे बहुत खुश करता है. So I'm very happy that I'm part of a show which has been such a big hit, which is coming back for a third season. When a show itself, जब third season होता ही है, in fact Potluck का भी third season इंशाल्लाह होने वाला है, that means the show is a big success और audience के साथ connect हो रहा है, audiences want to see more. So that itself is very gratifying. It feels very good. So I was very happy to come on board for the show. When I met Sahir, our director, and he narrated the role to me, I fell in love with the part. I'll tell you why. Because ek to you've not done a part like this before, and also it deals with a subject that is very important for women. I think a very very important subject. मतलब पागल थोड़ा पागल present होके आती है. She seems like a very sort of disturbed woman, sort of a traumatized woman, maybe even a difficult woman. But मुझे उसमें जो humanity होती है उसको डिस्कवर करने के लिए, और उसमें जो सच्चाई होती है, आई थिंक दैट टू मी वाज द हुक इन दिस कैरेक्टर. कि शी इज अ वंडरफुल, she's a very sort of upper class woman who used to be a big star. She used to be an actress, and now her career is on the down. She's married to a very wealthy man. He's very powerful, but they don't have a good marriage. He cheats on her. They're in an unhappy situation. It's quite toxic. Okay. Now, many women go through this. Doesn't matter which class of society you are in, right? And then she puts this domestic violence case on him. Now, we don't know. और वहां से शुरू होती है कहानी. But we don't know. The most interesting part is कि we don't know what the truth is. सच्ची कहानी क्या है? And that is the most exciting thing about this part. And the most exciting thing, I think, for the audience also. कि जैसे Anatomy of a Fall एक बहुत ही खूबसूरत पिक्चर थी जो आई थी अभी, और उसमें जिस तरीके से उस मर्डर केस को प्रेजेंट किया गया है कि अंत तक हमको समझ में नहीं आता है कि सच्चाई क्या है. तो I would like the audience to feel that. I would also that you are not a victim. As a woman, I think it's very important कि उनको ऐसे एक बेचारी लेंस से मत दिखाओ, एक विक्टिम की लेंस से मत दिखाओ. And I think I must say that for that I must salute Sahir, who's also the writer of the show, who's also the director of the show. कि जो भी औरतें हैं इस शो में, उनको बहुत बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग मेल कैरेक्टर्स भी हैं और बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग फीमेल कैरेक्टर्स दोनों हैं. कि ऐसा नहीं है कि हम फीमेल को और भी ज्यादा दिखाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. नहीं, both are very strong. And this is a big success of the show, I feel, which is connected with audiences also. Or there's also a new character who's my lawyer, Zain Marie Khan, who's a wonderful, very strong actress. She's got a very bright future in front of her. And I was so happy that there was a woman representing me, and that was a directorial choice. It was a writing choice. A young woman will represent this character, So I love that. I love that.
Okay, talking about season 1 and season 2, आपने कितना फॉलो किया था सीजन 1 और सीजन 2 को? कोई फेवरेट कैरेक्टर इस सीजन में आप बताना चाहेंगे जिनकी एक्टिंग आपको बहुत पसंद आई थी?
सच कहूं तो I didn't watch it till I was part of the show, so I didn't have a favorite character, but I know all the 4 people very well, and they're all my favorites in many ways. Piyush sir, I didn't have a chance to work with him. I'm very sad. He now follows me on Instagram. I'm very happy after the trailer launch. So I'm very happy about that, but I feel very bad that I didn't get to do anything with him. So I mean, it would be an honor to work alongside him. I didn't get a chance to do that. But all the other actors, Neha, who I've known also, who's a very strong and very smart actress. I mean, I really admire her work. Akshay Oberoi, who's a good friend, who I also know for many years, who's a very good actor. Satyadeep Mishra, who's also a good friend. I think all four of them are very strong performers. Again, उसी की वजह से शो चला है. क्योंकि
Yes.
as much as it is a wonderful courtroom drama, which reminds me of The Good Wife, I told you, I think I don't know if I mentioned it, but it's like that, where you really relate to the four main people, and it's got a woman in the middle, obviously, and there are cases that they're not like, every episode doesn't have a new case. There are a couple of cases that run through the whole season. So audiences को भी chance मिलता है उसके साथ घुसने में, to get inside the case, to really understand क्या हो रहा है, किसका तरफ क्या हो रहा है, किसकी story क्या है, किसकी theory क्या है. तो वो बहुत जरूरी चीज, क्योंकि इस फॉर्मेट में जब आप सीरीज बना रहे हैं, देन एक एपिसोड में केस को खत्म करना का कोई मतलब ही नहीं होता है.
Yes.
तो जो दो नई केसेस जो इस सीजन में आ रही हैं, दोनों बहुत पावरफुल हैं और दोनों पूरे सीजन में चलती हैं. एक है डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस का जो है केस, बहुत पावर कपल के बीच में, एक बहुत ही स्ट्रॉन्ग कपल के बीच में, जहां मैं फीमेल हूं और नील भूपालम इज द मैन. And there's another case about a young boy who has a terminal illness, who's got multiple sclerosis. Okay? And what happens in that situation? Medically, what is, he wants to do something, somebody says medically you can't do that, So how do you deal with that situation? Also very powerful. So I think this is what the audience can look forward to in this season.
ओके, आई नो सेट पे जब आप लोग शूट कर रहे होंगे काफी सेंसिटिव माहौल रहा होगा, तो कुछ फनी बीटीएस हम आपसे जानना चाहेंगे एंड सबसे अच्छी
Sensitive.
बॉन्डिंग
It's so funny. It's so funny because sensitive माहौल नहीं था उतना कुछ भी, हाँ. In fact, the more
ओके.
sensitive, the more dark, the more difficult, the more complex, the more powerful. I believe this, and Sahir really believes this also. The more the subject matter is like that, the more the off camera should be like relaxed and fun and masti bhara, and it's very important. क्योंकि ऐसा नहीं है कि आदमी घुस जाएगा off camera भी उसमें, है ना. तो So you have to keep the balance. You have to keep the balance. Like, I mean, my favorite times were, making jokes with Neil Bhupala. I mean, we were crying and we were fighting and we were tearing each other's hair out on camera. And then the next minute we're sitting and joking and eating bananas together and, just laughing and talking rubbish. Okay. That's very important. That's very important. And even with Neha, like, I think Neha, the one beautiful quality about Neha is that she's always relaxed on set. She's very relaxed. We are always talking. Whenever we finished a shot, we talk about, what are we going to eat now? What are we having for lunch? I mean, food was very important for both of us. For her also, I was very happy to see. I'm a big foodie. I love my food. So I was like, it's very important on set to have that very relaxed and comfortable atmosphere.
ओके, टॉकिंग अबाउट बॉन्डिंग, सबसे अच्छी बॉन्डिंग किसके साथ बन गई है? फ्री टाइम में आप लोग बैठकर गपशप मारते थे या फिर कोई सीक्रेट शेयर करते थे? कोई सीक्रेट आप बताना चाहेंगे किसी खास का?
सीक्रेट तो पता नहीं क्या सीक्रेट बताओ. What secrets were there? I mean, Zen, we spent time. Zen, my bodyguard was a very interesting man, off and on camera. Okay. So we had a good time shooting with him because he's a very entertaining fellow. Okay. He doesn't speak much in the show, but he speaks like all the time. He's full of stories. Okay. So that was a very fun anecdote, that he's very quiet in the show, but outside off camera, he's like an overgrown baby and like a teddy bear, and he talks a lot. He's full of stories. Okay. So that was fun. Then Akshay and I did not have that many scenes together, but we would chat a lot and gossip a lot and talk a lot of rubbish. So I had a lot of fun with Akshay on set. Neil Bhupalam and I, like I said, we to go way back. We've done lots of theater together. तो हमारे बीच तो बहुत बहुत कहानियां चलती रहती थी. What else?
Any funny moment?
Any funny moment I'm trying to remember. During the polo match, which is a very intense scene, okay, where I'm fighting with my husband and everybody's watching and all that. I mean, yeah, it was funny because, I mean, I fell down, literally fell down, and it was not very pleasant. But like, I mean, people were like cracking up and laughing. Obviously, what else to do? Because, I mean, in the heat of the moment when you fall down, it's very, and I was in heels in the grass in the middle of the heat in like Delhi, summer. So it was very uncomfortable to shoot. and I had to get very angry, very, very upset. And even I was laughing by the end of it because it was just, it's like letting off steam. Itna gussa hona hai scene mein. But by the end of it, if someone trips or falls or whatever, then I mean, people laugh, right? So, and there was this very strange, like, funny sense of like, कि people record कर रहे थे उसको ना. In the scene itself, people are recording it. So in my mind, I was thinking, oh my God, how funny will this look later, later. What am I doing? So I was always feeling like I should take somebody's phone and I should like see them what they shot. So yeah. So I mean, there were many funny moments like that. And Sahir is a very funny guy, actually. So I think he'd always break the ice, That was nice because every time it became too intense, because it's an intense subject, no? So it was very important to break the ice. Our AD Abhit Sethi is a very funny boy. I mean, he made us laugh every day on set, a lot. So, I mean, I thank him from the bottom of my heart because he was great entertainment and lots of love for all of us every day. So, like that, there were many. And Zain and I, who's my co-actor, who's the lawyer, she and I also, we had heart-to-heart conversations, lots of heart-to-heart conversations about being women and being women in the industry and, all this like really like girly stuff, So I have a lot of great memories from this set. Great memories.
Okay, talking about your character, आपने कुछ सीखा अपने कैरेक्टर से जो आप ऑडियंस के साथ शेयर करना चाहेंगे, that one thing?
Don't be a victim of your circumstances. Main thing.
Okay.
Main thing. Try not to be a victim. However difficult
Okay.
however difficult things become, try and rise out of it with some grace, with some dignity, with some, yeah.
So sweet of that. Lastly, any message to your audience? क्या कुछ कहना चाहेंगे आप अपने fans से?
Abhi, just wait. There's lots of wonderful things coming out. I have another wonderful show coming out. Illegal is going to be one very fun ride. Get ready. Get ready to watch it. It's going to be really fun.
For top serials on sets to personal interviews and fun segments with actors, subscribe to Telly Bytes right away.